Hello YouTube, I'm back again. I just want to talk about WROL. Now if you're new to prepping or new to watching prepping videos or survival videos on YouTube, you might not know what that means. But what that means is world without rule or law. I mean that usually follows SHTF situation, which is shit hit the fan. You know, what that means is there's no warning signs when this stuff happens. I mean, it'll be an eye-opener. You know something bad will happen. Let's say, for example, the government shut down. Let's say it lasted longer than the days that it did, and it's continued to go on. Let's say right now, that would what I would consider a SHTF situation, which could lead to WORL situation, which is our rule of law, which means that there will be riots in the streets. Martial law will probably be declared, and there will be food shortages and you know, all kinds of stuff, because the banks might even fold because nobody will be getting paid. It'll be an economic collapse, and I'm just saying that's what basically what is WRL is. If you're new to prepping, a lot of us preppers, we know this kind of stuff and we know what that means. So once the SHTF happen, the WRL will follow shortly. Excuse me, it's cold enough. Been outside with the dog. So all I'm going to say is this. When you're in a situation and you're like me, and there's a lot of you guys that's watching these channels are of the prepping mind now, you know, the prepping people, you want to try to get things that are affordable when you prep. And I was on a line today, and I was watching this one lady. She was mentioning that up where she live at up in Michigan, that they got an alert on telling everybody that they can't have their thermostats over 65 right now because they're running out of gas, and that she's looking for a way to keep her house warm. You know, I had no ideas for her. I mean, I really can't tell you what to do, because that's crazy. I never heard anything like that, you know, where you're running out of gas and you're living in a northeastern state like that. But hey, that's the way it is up there. Government is government. So I told her the way she can keep her food and stuff warm if they cut off the stoves and run out the gas, and she need to heat food, is to maybe get a butane stovetop oven, or maybe a propane oven, you know, like one of them Coleman's. Those are good to keep your food warm if you need to have hot food in the house. Maybe get a big buddy heater. I mean, this is crazy. Every time I open up the newspaper or something like that, they talking about what's that, a vortex, you know, Arctic vortex, which is crazy. I mean, this is like 2012 out here, but it's not gonna last forever, but it's lasting long enough to make an impact. So like I said, unless you incapacitated or in the hospital, you need to start preparing for this kind of stuff on an annual basis, because it seems like every year, you know, the winters get worse. The summers get hotter, the winters get worse. I mean, we got to be what I call self-sufficient from the government, because, you know, I don't trust the government as far as taking care of the people in a emergency situation, because they have no idea. I done seen it too many times in too many natural disasters that the people have to help the people. And that's what's going to have to happen again if we go on a nationwide event that will mess up stuff. The government is not going to be able to help you. Forget about FEMA. You need to start get together with the people in your neighborhood, the people on your block, the people in your building, and start making plans. I mean, people think you crazy. That's good. You be the crazy one. You know, that's all we are. You know, if they want to label us crazy, we crazy until something happening. Nobody else got food but you, and then you the one that's not crazy, and everybody else was crazy not to do what you did. It's the, like I say, it's the ant and the grasshopper again. So, like I say, you got to get you enough sustainable food to last you for a while. I'll say a month if it's just for you. You know, just get, and it depends on the size of your property. I mean, you can get you a garden in the summertime, get some grow boxes if you live in an apartment or something like that. But you got to be of the mindset, you know, to be able to prep. I mean, it's a mindset. I mean, it's not something you can say, I'm going to do it this week and not do it next week. You got to be able to start thinking about being a prepper every day. It's like breathing air. You got to be ready. I mean, you might have a change of ideas on some things, the way you want to do stuff, but I mean, you got to keep at it. I mean, you really do, because it can save your life, it can save the life of your family, it can save the life of your kids. And speaking of kids, I mean, a lot of you people out there that are preppers, you have kids and you got kids in college and they're away from home. Please make sure they got a bug out bag, so that, get home bag, so that if stuff truly go bad, you want your kids to be able to get home. I mean, I don't have any kids in college anymore. They are all out of school right now. But I had one that was in another state at school, and I used to worry about her every day, you know, until she was able to get home, because if something happens, you never know. So, you know, you got to be ready. And then, like I say, you got to start brushing up on your first aid. I mean, you don't have to be a doctor, but you got to be able to know what different things is. Like, everybody know if you got the cold or the flu. You got to be able to distinguish from a sprain to a break. I mean, you got to be able to know basic first aid, because that can save somebody's life. I mean, it can save your life and it can save the life of somebody you with. I mean, a lot of things that we prep for, it's very affordable. I mean, you know, like I was saying, if you don't have any way to heat food, you can get you a butane stove, which I seen them as low as $12.99 here at a hardware store. I mean, but you never want to stop learning. You always want to be prepared. I mean, people may think we paranoid, which is true. I don't mind. I mean, see, I don't mind what people say about me. You know, I kind of embraced it over the years that I'm the crazy old man that's down the street that's always got stuff. You know what I mean? And that's where I want everybody to be. The crazy people that always have stuff, because we crazy people will be the last ones left when everybody else out in the street stabbing, shooting, and riding and killing everybody for a crust of bread that's probably moldy from 5 weeks ago. So all I'm saying is this. Look, when you see the words W-R-O-L, that means there is no law. The police can't be trusted, because they're going to posse up. I said it before in my other videos. They talk all the time. You know, I'm going to do a video and I'm going to have a couple of law enforcement people to speak on that. One to be a patrol officer and the other one to be a correction officer, so you can get perspective from both sides. But I got to figure out a way to make sure that they don't get in trouble with their bosses, because you know how people do. They come back on you for a video that you did, and I don't want them to lose their job. So, but they're willing to speak, and I'm going to have them come on one of my videos once before the summer is over. So, I just want everybody to know that don't start prepping. This is a video to let you know that if you see those words, be ready, because SHTF will first come, and then the W-O-R-L will follow right behind it. And once you see that, get to your bug out spot, hunker down to wherever you at. The government gonna tell you stay in your home. They're gonna tell you martial law has been declared, and they'll tell you looters will be shot and all this kind of craziness. But if you prepared and you self-sufficient and you got your stuff together, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And another thing, stay away from the hotheads. Hotheads will get you killed. Stay away from them. Don't follow them. And that's about it. Everybody stay safe.